stances. Taryn was learning the sword too, although she had different problems than Jude. Her stances were more perfect, but she hated sparring. She paired the obvious defenses with the obvious attacks, so it was easy to lure her into a series of moves and then score a hit by breaking the pattern. Each time it happened, Taryn got mad, as though Jude were flubbing the steps of a dance rather than winning.
"Come here,"
Maddox called to Jude across the silvery expanse of grass. She walked to him, sword slung over her shoulders. The sun was just setting, but fairies are twilight creatures, and their day was not even half done. The sky was streaked with copper and gold. She inhaled a deep breath of pine needles. For a moment, she felt as though she were just a kid learning a new sport.
"Come spar,"
he said when Jude got closer.
"Both of you girls against this old redcap."
Taryn leaned against her sword, the tip of it sinking into the ground. She wasn't supposed to hold it that way. It wasn't good for the blade. But Maddox didn't reprimand her.
"Power,"
he said.
"Power is the ability to get what you want. Power is the ability to be the one making the decisions. And how do we get power?"
Jude stepped beside her twin. It was obvious that Maddox expected a response, but also that he expected the wrong one. "We learn how to fight well," she said, to say something. When Maddox smiled at her, she could see the points of his bottom cuspids, longer than the rest of his teeth. He tousled her hair, and she felt the sharp edges of his claw-like nails against her scalp. Too light to hurt, but a reminder of what he was, nonetheless.
"We get power by taking it."
He pointed toward a low hill with a thorn tree growing on it.
"Let's make a game of the next lesson. That's my hill. Go ahead and take it."
Taryn dutifully trooped toward it, Jude behind her. Maddox kept pace, his smile all teeth. "Now what?" Taryn asked, without any particular excitement. Maddox looked into the distance, as though he was contemplating and discarding various rules.
"Now, hold it against attack."
"Wait, what?" Jude asked. "From you?" "Is this a strategy game or a sparring practice?" Taryn asked, frowning. Maddox brought one finger under her chin, raising her head until she was looking into his golden cat eyes.
"What is sparring but a game of strategy, played at speed?"
he told her with a great seriousness.
"Talk with your sister. When the sun reaches the trunk of that tree, I will come for my hill. Knock me down but once, and you both win."
Then he departed for a copse of trees some ways away. Taryn sat down on the grass. "I don't want to do this," she said. "It's just a game," Jude reminded her nervously. Taryn gave her a look, the one they gave each other when one of them was pretending things were normal. "Okay, so what do you think we should do?" Jude looked up into the branches of the thorn tree. "What if one of us threw rocks while the other did the sparring?" "Okay," Taryn said, pushing herself up and beginning to gather stones into the folds of her skirts. "You don't think he'll get mad, do you?" Jude shook her head, but she understood Taryn's question. What if he killed them by accident? "You've got to choose which hill to die on," Mom used to tell Dad. It had been one of those weird sayings adults expected her to understand, even though they made no sense. Like, one in the hand is worth two in the bush, or every stick has two ends, or the totally mysterious, a cat may look at a king. Now standing on an actual hill with a sword in her hand, she understood it a lot better. "Get into position," Jude said, and Taryn wasted no time in climbing the thorn tree. Jude checked the sun mark, wondering what sort of tricks Maddox might use.